What's up, you guys? Darty here from Dark Cloud Yugioh. Thank you for checking out this video, and thank you for checking out this channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a deck profile of my ElfNote White Forest deck. I wanted to post a video of this deck earlier, but I actually didn't get any playtesting done. Now that this weekend's done and over with, I actually got a decent amount of playtesting. I took it to locals today, and I topped. I came in 5th. I went 3-2. I beat Draco Tail round 1, beat K9 Vanquish Soul round 2 and 3. I lost to RB Sky Striker round 4 because he just had a lot more plays than me. And then round 5, I played against Rainy Typhoon and I got 2-0. So the deck is doing pretty decent. It's 42 cards. I wanted to share it with you. It's my new main deck. So let's get into it. So first with the White Forest stuff. First, the level 4 tuners. 3 Sylvie and 1 Rusia. So our White Forest lineup is really small for the main monsters, and then we're playing 1 Elzette and one of the Azamina Elzette. Reason why we're not playing any more of this is because we're trying to synchro summon with our ElfNotes ASAP, because all the ElfNotes special summon themselves to the center main monster column. So when they do that, you can get more advantage when they leave the field. There's a couple times today when I special summoned them, I could not do anything with them because I opened her and she couldn't really extend me anything else because I had no Speller Traps. So I wanted to play the level 4 tuners because I at least could synchro summon with them and make a level 10 because the ElfNotes are all level 6. So this has been pretty good. I think I might cut him. He hasn't done anything for me. Then the White Forest lineup for spells. Most White Forest versions play 2 Witch, but we're playing 3 because we don't have a big monster lineup, so I feel like this is a pretty standard explanation. Now the Sinful Spoil package. 1 Diabellstar, 2 Wanted, Hollowed, Deception, and Simple Spoils of the White Forest. I'm trying this. Most of the ElfNote stuff locks you into synchros, so ideally you play this before you go into the synchro stuff, but it did not come up really often when I was trying to use this at locals, just because I was using more of the ElfNote stuff. The Diabellstar package. Now the ElfNote package. So I'm going to explain each card individually just because it's new and I want just to explain it to everybody. So all the ElfNotes have the same summoning condition. If you have nothing in your center monster column, you can special summon them. You only can do it once per turn. They all have ignition effects, meaning they have to be on the field to activate. So it gives your opponent time to respond. Lucina adds a monster from deck to hand, and then you can swap her with something in the center monster column to bounce to level 6 or lower. And that you want to play with 3 Tinia, because Tinia is amazing. I also got Starlights because I really love this deck. I think they look gorgeous. So Tinia's activated effect is she lets you place a face-up continuous spell from your deck, so they only can really imperm it or Veiler it. For people are playing Veiler, just something to be aware of. And then you can swap her with something in the center monster column to banish a card face up. And then the last card, Fortuna. You can swap her with something in the center monster column to bounce a spell or trap, and then she places the continuous trap. So the continuous trap and the continuous spell both lock you into synchro summons. They both kind of have the same effect, and they both give a kind of protection. The spell gives protection from the monster and the center monster column. It cannot be destroyed by card effects. And then the trap says it has to. All your opponent's monsters have to attack that. The spell says you can discard a card or discard a monster or send a monster from your field to the graveyard to special summon an ElfNote monster from your deck with a different attribute, and then it synchro locks you. And then Rhapsody says you send one from your hand or field to the graveyard to special summon an ElfNote from your graveyard with a different attribute. And then if you have a synchro monster, it negates a card on the field. That's pretty good. So there's times where I've used this, and I had to make sure I was doing it right, and I was negating stuff. And then the hand traps. So 2 Imperm, 3 Fulas, 3 Ash, and 2 Perulia. Reason why we're trying Imperm is because since we're playing White Forest, I want to send it to the grave, and then for Dark Witch, the one that pops by paying half your life points, I just wanted to bring her out more. And then these 3 cards, we want to resolve stuff ASAP. Upon testing, I feel like I want to side these because when I'm going second, there's a few times when I lost a die roll. These were completely irrelevant, so I'd rather play Thrusts, because with Thrust you could at least play Black Goat, and then you can search other cards off with Rust. So, no really complaints on the main deck. I am going to change it, but I'm not sure to what. The White Forest Synchros. All this kind of just goes together. So I don't feel like I really need to explain this. This is a light spellcaster. That's very important that's a spellcaster. So, other Synchros. These are our level 10s. I'm still experimenting with level 10s. Can't be targeted until main phase 2. I'm just playing this because since we're trying to Synchro summon our ElfNote stuff away, we just wanted generic stuff that we can make easily. Omega and Punisher. I saw a build online that was playing Omega, and I couldn't figure out how to make Omega, so I'm going to end up cutting Omega. And then Punisher, you use Diabelle, Star, Black Witch, the one you bring off with Wanted, and an ElfNote, because when you use the one that's a level 8 to pop and pay half your life points, you already can increase his attack by 4,000, so you can clear game pretty fast. Little Knight and Typhon. Our fusions, Saint Azamina. I did not go into her at all, so I'm probably going to cut her. Guardian Chimera, Murcielago, and then Ilya Sylvia. So those are all still pretty standard. There's a few cards I changed in the extra. My tokens and Field Center, they're one-piece cards. Now the sideboard. 3 Crown. So Crown has been absolutely amazing. It's a great going first card. It won me a couple matches against Vanquish Soul. They couldn't do anything with their Ryzen. 3 Secret Village. I opened up 2 of this constantly when I was signing it, so I'm probably going to cut this down. All the ElfNotes are spellcasters, so that's been really helpful. 2 Nibiru and 2 Crow, so I'm probably going to take this out for a 3rd Nibiru, but that's pretty self-explanatory. And then 3 Evenly and 2 Dark Ruler No More. So, thoughts about the deck. Obviously, I'm still doing my early testing with it. I do plan on trying to go to a regional in Indianapolis next month on the 21st. So I do plan on playing this deck. I have a lot of play testing to do with it. So, final thoughts. The version with Medius and Fiendsmith is probably better, but I like White Forest quite a bit. And I wanted to see if these work together because I know I've seen builds online. And it works pretty decent. So, let me know if you guys have any thoughts or ideas. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys later.